cold Thursday night, rain tapping the window, and he's sitting on the edge of the bed, staring at the text. I just need some space. He's a good man, loyal, honest, always there. But she's gone. The room feels emptier than it should. He's left with the question that haunts so many. Why do women leave good men? Let's get brutally honest. This isn't about blaming women or shaming men. It's about seeing the invisible patterns that play out in modern dating, and why being good isn't always enough. Today, I'm going to break down the real reasons women walk away from men who check all the boxes. We'll cut through the noise, get into the psychology, and I'll give you a practical blueprint to flip the script. If you've ever felt blindsided by a breakup, or wondered why nice doesn't guarantee loyalty, this is for you. Here's the twist. Being a good man is table stakes. It's the bare minimum. But what most guys miss is that goodness without depth, edge, or self-respect can feel flat. Women don't leave because you're good. They leave because you're not fully alive. I've seen it play out 100 times. My friend Jake was the classic good guy. He remembered birthdays, sent flowers, listened to every rant. But his girlfriend drifted. She said she felt unseen. He was confused. He did everything right. But that's the trap. When your goodness is just compliance, not conviction, it's invisible. Let's get into the first principle. Attraction isn't about comfort. It's about polarity. When you're always agreeable, always available, you become predictable. Predictability kills tension. Tension is the oxygen of attraction. I remember a client, Sam, who never disagreed with his girlfriend. He thought harmony meant love. But she started picking fights, testing boundaries, almost begging for a reaction. She wanted to feel his edges, not just his softness. When he finally stood his ground, calm, not angry, she melted. Here's the part most men miss. Women want to feel your presence, not just your approval. Second, stop outsourcing your self-worth. Too many good men make their partner the center of their universe. They orbit her moods, her needs, her schedule. It feels romantic, but it's actually self-erasure. Schopenhauer called it the will to live, that primal drive to assert your own existence. If you lose yourself in someone else, you become invisible. Women sense this. They want a man who stands on his own ground, who can say, I want you, but I don't need you to feel whole. That's not arrogance, that's self-respect. Marcus Aurelius put it simply, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If your thoughts are all about her, you're lost. Here's the third move. Don't confuse kindness with passivity. There's a difference between being good and being a doormat. Women respect boundaries. They test them, sometimes unconsciously, to see if you'll hold your frame. I once watched a guy on a date get steamrolled. She changed the plans 3 times. He just smiled and said, whatever you want. She lost interest by dessert. The men who keep women's respect are the ones who can calmly say, that doesn't work for me. Let's do this instead. It's not about being controlling. It's about being unshakable. Fourth, cultivate mystery. Not games, not manipulation. Mystery. When you reveal everything, when you're always available, you become background noise. The Stoics knew this. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Translation, don't rush to explain yourself. Let her wonder what you're thinking. The Stoics knew this. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Translation, don't rush to explain yourself. Let her wonder what you're thinking. Let her miss you. My friend Alex used to text his girlfriend every hour. When he pulled back, focused on his own life, she started reaching out more. Space creates desire. Stillness creates gravity. Fifth, live for something bigger than romance. This is the part that stings. If your life's purpose is just to be a good boyfriend, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Women want to be part of your world, not your whole world. I've seen men light up when they talk about their passions. Music, business, art, whatever. That fire is magnetic. When you have a mission, you become more than just a partner. You become a force. She wants to join your adventure, not be your only adventure. Now, why does this pattern keep happening? It's not just personal, it's cultural. We live in a world that tells men to be nice, to suppress their edges, to avoid conflict. But biology and psychology haven't changed. Women are drawn to men who are both good and grounded, kind and unbreakable. Schopenhauer saw love as a battlefield of wills, a dance of desire and independence. The Stoics taught that true strength is inner calm, not outer compliance. When you collapse your boundaries to please, you lose the very thing that made you attractive. So what do? First, stop apologizing for your standards. If something doesn't work for you, say it. I like you, but I need honesty. If you're not feeling this, let's be real. Second, invest in your own life. Build routines, friendships, passions that don't revolve around her. Third, practice stillness. When you feel the urge to chase, to over-explain, to fix, pause. Let her come to you. And here's a 7-day micro-practice. For 1 week, every time you feel the urge to text or check in, wait an hour. Use that hour to do something for yourself. Read, train, create. Watch how the dynamic shifts. Here's the quiet truth. Being a good man is necessary, but not sufficient. You need depth, boundaries, and a life that's bigger than any relationship. Women don't leave good men. They leave men who've forgotten themselves. If you want to be truly magnetic, start by living in harmony with yourself. The rest will follow. If this hit home, take a breath. Don't rush to fix or chase. Let the silence teach you. And if you're ready to step into a new kind of strength, subscribe. We're just getting started.